A little bit about mindfulness and how it can really help a person. So, mindfulness is part of it is meditation, and it is the opportunity for you to still yourself, body and mind, and come into the present moment. We have very little chance of being in the present moment because we are constantly thinking. There is constantly stories going on in our head that take us in. I see them as like spirals. They start with a thought and then they take you on this journey. And generally, they are pretty much the same every day. So on scientific tests, they have found that we have about 60,000 thoughts a day, and 90% of them are the same every day, and around 60% of them are negative. So that depends. There might be days when they're more negative and days when they're less, but around 60% of them are negative. So imagine that you're going through life like that, caught in these thoughts. They arrive from somewhere, they take you on their story, they disappear, they're replaced. So when we meditate, we can concentrate on something, whether it's our breath, sounds, the sensations in our body, whatever it is. All that matters is the level of concentration. And when you notice that you've been caught thinking again, you bring yourself back to concentrating. So if it was on the breath, you can concentrate on the breath in some part of your body, the chest, the nostrils, the belly, and you just bring yourself to concentrating back on that. And that allows us to let go of the thoughts, to let them go without just being caught in each and every one that takes us on its story. So remembering that 90% of them are the same every day. Just imagine that. There's the same stories going on in your head day after day. So when you meditate, when you catch yourself thinking, you just bring yourself back to concentration on breath, body, sounds, whatever it is, whatever makes sense to you. And I've noticed on my journey of mindfulness meditation, which I've been doing for about 12 years now, 14 years maybe, that it gets easier, but also that I've changed the things I want to concentrate on. So just concentrate on whatever feels right to you. And you will notice that you can let go of those spiraling thoughts and change your thinking patterns. I see them as like goats' paths in the mind. So you've got these very rutted goat paths that the goats walk on every single day. So these are these similar, same thought patterns every single day: rumination, anxiety, worry, planning. So you've got these goat paths that you walk along with your mind every day. You can stop and change the goat path and make it a nicer one with green grass and lovely things at the end of it and through it. You can start taking your thinking patterns to more gratitude orientated, to more positive thinking thought patterns, etc. And that makes a massive difference to people, a really huge difference. If I think of myself before I meditated and who I am now, I would never want to go back to that person who there was a lot of rumination in my life, a lot of thinking in the past about what had happened to me and why it had happened. And then I'd feel bad and then guilty and then angry. And these thoughts would come in and they would run a lot of my life. And it was really, really negative for me. And now if I catch myself being like that, I've got many, many tools to bring myself out of it. And I actually just don't go down those goat paths anymore. I've made enough new ones that I've strengthened the positive and released the negative to a certain extent. So that's the simplicity of what mindfulness meditation is. It's that simple. It takes some work. And you learn so much about yourself, you learn so much about others, and you can change your life really for the positive going forward.